Hello there, folks, once again, and it's me, Mr. WrestleMania. Well, let's dig into since I'm Mr. WrestleMania, I review wrestling and movies. Just to let you know, WWE Payback happened this past week. John Cena retains his WWE Championship. The horrible CM Punk comes back and we have to deal with his crap. He's not acting the same since he was beaten at WrestleMania by the Undertaker. Doesn't have a spine anymore. But just to say, Brock Lesnar and CM Punk are going to kick off in a rivalry. And it's interesting, but compared to Brock Lesnar and to, saying, honestly, are they two good fighters? You can't compare CM Punk to Brock Lesnar. I don't like Brock Lesnar, but okay. We're going to talk about a piece of crap film, and that is Superman. The return of... No, wait a minute. No. We're not going to talk about that piece of crap. That piece of crap of film. We're going to talk about, dig into none other than the Man of Steel. Now, folks, honestly, I don't like Superman. I think he's a glory hog. I think he hogs the attention. And, oh, yeah, he takes his glasses off. He's Superman. He puts his glasses on. He's Clark Kent. He looks skinny, and he's not so muscular. But the fact is, really, if I take off my glasses, I'm Tommy NC 2010 and not Mr. WrestleMania. Is that the point? Is that the freaking point? Okay, but if you're watching this review, I might put some spoilers in it, so you may want to stop and go see it. But if you do, that's what's just going to happen. So, it starts off automatically on the home planet. And just to say, they did a lot of amazing editing, a lot of amazing CGI, and the planet looks decent. They had a lot of interesting designs, and I have to, for God's sakes, that Russell Crowe, the guy can pull off anything. He gave a tremendous performance for the father, for Superman, and just to say, the movie was good, but there was just the moments, they were fast, and you're trying to catch up. There was parts that you were just like, okay, that went to here, so what's the point? What's the point? And into the movie, you got some decorum with Superman finding out that who his real father is, and you find out that how Superman's adopted father dies. He's basically killed in a tornado, and trying to save the dog. The dog gets free. Why is it the freaking dog always gets free, but the people have to die? Well, it's just like, no, Clark. Let me get killed by the tornado. You don't have to save me. You have super power strength, but don't save my life. I don't want people seeing that. They already know you have superpowers. And the guy says, you have a responsibility to be normal. Well, but the thing is, just to say, is the movie, Chris Nolan was a co-director. Chris Nolan has a way of doing things. He just is cynic. He's very dark, and he's very, The Dark Knight, you could see it. It was very dark, edgy. With Bane, I shall break you, Batman. He redid the entire Bane the Bane costume. He redid the Batman figure, so finally Batman can turn his head. But just to say about this film, Chris Nolan retook the costume, redid it, and made it look alien. He made Superman look... He made him look interesting, but as much as I have to say about Superman, I just don't like Superman because he's just too colorful, and it's just all around. Superman is just not my favorite villain. Not villain, superhero. It's just Batman's more like my storyline, DC, and the villains are more edgier, and DC, in my opinion. Marvel, not so much. If I'm wrong and Superman is DC, just leave it in the comments. But I think Superman is Marvel. But, I think, yeah, I remember seeing the logo, so I must be wrong. The fact is that, if I'm wrong, Google it. Just Google it, check it up, and see if Superman was created from DC or Marvel. Because I keep thinking that he was created from Marvel, but I'm thinking maybe it's DC. But just to say, it's just, the whole thing is the planet blows up, and they give the aspect of this general is trying to overthrow the government because apparently the government is doing some wrong things, and so he underthrows it. It goes terribly wrong. He takes this skull that has all the memories of the ancient ones, and he rushes off to his son, Kal-El, I think that's what they called him. That's Superman's real name. His real alien name on the planet Krypton. One thing is they didn't really exclude the fact about the kryptonite, how it weakened Superman, and they didn't explain that. They just really didn't, the decorum of just saying, okay, kryptonite hurts him. Krypton explodes, and as soon as, Superman starts showing up, and it's Superman's own fault why the other Kryptonians show up. Yes, I know what they're called, Kryptonians. And it's his own dang fault, because he activates the beacon. Well, it doesn't even mention the fact that it's a beacon. How are we supposed to know it's a beacon if he puts the thing in there and his father shows up and starts talking to him? And it's a CG hologram. That the fact is, how does the father know? He was killed by the general before the sun, as the sun was taking off. So into this whole movie, it gets down to it. The aliens are saying we want Superman, and pretty much the villains offer him to say, okay, join our side, Kal-El, join us. And we will destroy Earth and build Krypton. But the question is, why can the Kryptonians and the humans work together as one? Superman flies around and he's all good and nice to the humans. Why is it the Kryptonians, they practically destroy, that they destroy the town, the city, and everything is leveled? And he's battling in between. They finally destroy everything, and they open the portal, sucks in the aliens, the other aliens, Kryptonians. So, in that whole process, the one general gets left there, and through this whole process, they're fighting. He rips off his costume. They're fighting, boom, boom, boom. And he's trying to say, and then I will destroy your people that you adopted, your Earthlings that you have adopted. Then in the midst of it, as he's fighting and he's got him in a headlock, he snaps the general's neck, kills him. I'm like, wait a second. And another thing that really just made me mad was, it made it an epic battle, flying through all those buildings and everything, but he's causing harm. And another thing is when the general throws the tanker at him, you can see Luthor Industries on the tanker. And it's, oh my gosh, I can't say how many little things, little tidbits of companies, oh yeah, 7-Eleven, Superman, ooh, I should go get a Slurpee. Yes, Lowe's, and oh my gosh, ooh, I want to get a Rudy too, fresh and fruity. Superman goes there, he gets knocked through by a woman, knocked around. I can't imagine how many logos I saw in this movie. It was just like, let me go down and get a power drill. Let me go down and get a lawnmower. Superman goes to that place, he gets knocked through it, destroys the entire place. Explosions everywhere, people are locking their doors, and there's gunshots going off, and just a crazy movie. If I say the movie's decent, Chris Nolan added a little of his magic, and he takes his needle and he ejects the film with his amazingness. So I have to say, I don't think I'm gonna spoil the ending for you. The idea is Lois Lane made out with him, and you'll see the ending for yourself. And the movie, well, I got this thing like a fish. Got this movie like a pig. I don't think so. It's a decent movie, I have to say. Decent, had decent quality to it, and, kind of it went back and forth between his childhood and him growing up, and just explaining on everything it could have in the film. So, if you want to go see Man of Steel, go see it. But, if you're a fan, you're a true Superman fan, you'll like it. But I'm not a Superman fan. I like Batman more. It's things like this you should know. Where's Harvey Dent? Sorry, I had to do that. But as you know, I have not done a review in a while. It's just I haven't found a good movie to review. And just to let you know that, movie review, Crystal and Tommy and C 2010 might be getting together. And, I don't know what movie they're gonna go see, but hopefully it's a good one. And I watched their other movie review, Iron Man, and honestly, I'm not gonna get into that piece of crap. But as always, I'm Mr. WrestleMania. I review it because I have to.